Welcome back to another video. I'm Young Mothman. We're going to be doing a tier list on the grenades, tools, and gadgets in the game. I did include the Raider hatch key, the defib, and the adrenaline shot. Even though they're not technically listed as utility items, I still find them to be in that class. So let's get right into it. The wolf pack, I'm gonna say, is S tier. Takes about 2 of these to bring down a rocketeer or pretty much any boss bot, if you will. Can't really harm players, but it is extremely effective at killing arcs, so it definitely gets you out of a pinch if your back is to the wall. The blaze grenade, I think, is probably high A for the time being. This has a lot of utility, right? So if you're being pushed by enemy players, you can throw this down and it'll kind of hold off their push. You know, or if you're pushing, you know, you can light people on fire. I've like 1v3'd squads before, or 1v2'd, you know, because you get a flame grenade down and they pretty much just scramble, right? Like if you catch them on fire, they're going to be rolling, and you know, people kind of panic when they get hit with that. So very useful grenade in PvP. It also can take down a leaper really fast. That's something to note. If you throw out a leaper and then follow up with like a couple sticky grenades, you can take it down pretty damn quick. So the smoke grenade is S tier in my opinion. The utility behind this, I mean, if you get cracked, right, and you're in a bad position, I mean, you just chuck a couple of those down and you disappear into the smoke, right? I love the smoke grenades. I use them almost at every extract, just in case of extract campers. But yeah, I'm gonna say the smoke grenade is S tier. The heavy fuse grenade, also S tier. This thing does a bunch of damage. You know, you can bounce it into rooms. It's really good for pushing other players. Oftentimes people will be holed up, you know, they got a hard angle on you. Throw some heavy fuse grenades in there and you're gonna have a little bit more luck. The showstopper is B tier in my opinion. I've thrown this thing at like the bigger bots and it doesn't quite seem to stun them, so I'm gonna say it's B tier. I mean, it's helpful against arc, you know, and players, it just doesn't stun them for long enough in my opinion. But yeah, the tagging grenade, I feel like this is honestly kind of shit. Like every time I've tried to use it, you know, like it never seems to work for me, I guess, and no one's ever used it on me, so I'm tempted to say this is even like D tier, but I'll leave it in C for now. The Trailblazer grenade, not really sure where to put this one. Personally, like I've had a hard time using it. Like in theory it seems pretty good, but I'm just gonna leave it in B tier just because I never use it and I never see other players using it. So the lure grenade, this has quite a bit of utility. I mean, it does exactly what you think it would do. You throw it and it lures arc. Sometimes it takes a little too long for the arc to get where you need them to be though. So using this offensively I don't think is that great, to be honest. But defensively, right, if you're being pressed by like a rocketeer or a bastion or a shredder even, you know, throw that out and make your escape. So I'm gonna say it's B tier. The shrapnel grenade, I'm gonna say this is also B tier. It's just not as effective as the flame grenade or the heavy fuse. Yeah, I mean, just other grenades do what this does, but just way better. Snap blast, let's say this is A tier. It's really useful for sticking bots. You can stick other players with it, and it does decent damage, so. The Seeker Grenade. I feel like this is A tier. I mean, this thing just one taps Hornets and Wasps. I don't know. If you're just not trying to deal with like pesky Hornets and Wasps, you just throw this up. Kind of like a mini wolf pack. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's A tier. The Gas Grenade. I feel like this is useless. Like, honestly, I've never had this work on me. It's never worked on anyone else. I really don't like that thing. The Trigger Grenade. I'm gonna say high A tier, right next to the Blaze. You know, it does really good damage against bots, and you can lay traps for players. So yeah, the Trigger Grenade, right, it just basically like remote detonation C4, so I'm gonna put it right there. Light impacts. C tier, I don't want to say they're worthless. In PvP, they're really not that great. They just don't do enough damage, but you know, you can clear traps and tripwires, right? So I think it has that use at least. The Little Smoke Grenade. I almost want to put it A tier, but I think I'm going to leave it out. I'm going to put it high B. If you know how to use this right, then it can be really helpful. You know, it's just a weaker version of the standard smoke grenade. The cloud doesn't last as long, it's not as big, and on the bright side, they're really easy to make, so that's a bonus for this, but... Alright, moving into traps. The smoke grenade trap... I don't know, I mean, low C tier. I'm sure it has its usage, but... I mean, I would just use a regular smoke grenade. Like, I've never been, you know, playing so ninja that I've needed to use a smoke grenade trap, so... Blaze grenade trap... I'll put it at least B tier. The thing is, I mean... They're pretty easy to spot, right? I mean, they have that bright red laser tripwire, and yeah, I mean, I don't fall victim to these very often, and neither do other players that I play against, at least. So, all right, the photoelectric cloak, I think, is definitely S tier. The utility in this is pretty sweet, right? You throw it on and you're invisible to bots, the arc. So, I mean, I've used this to, you know, loot matriarchs and queens. You just stand underneath it. You know, any bot is hawking you down. Just use the photoelectric cloak, right? I mean, pretty good. And I'll have a clip here that will show me pushing a bastion, right? With the snap hook and the photoelectric cloak and a dead mine. So yeah, I mean, if you use it in that way as showcased, it's pretty good. Snap hook is S tier. It's just a grappling hook, right? I mean, it increases your mobility. You can get into nice positions whenever you want, you know, running from arc or players, or you're trying to play aggressive. It's really good. S tier. The zipline, it has solid utility. I mean, defensively and offensively. So I'm gonna say it's A tier. Right here, we were actually trapped on top of the control tower, and the only way down was with the zipline. So whole team made it out safely when we were being pushed. The flame spray. I don't know, this is a super situational item. You can use it on the leaper. I don't think it's very effective in PvP, so I'm gonna say C tier. The recorder, Obviously the best tool in the game. It's not even a question. No explanation needed. Best tool in the game.
Hell yeah. Let's get it.
I forgot the gas grenade trap, also D tier. Barricade kit. Yeah, this is really useful. So I'm gonna say high A tier. Binoculars. I don't know. I mean, honestly, D tier, like, I guess it helps for spotting, right? But it's pretty self-explanatory, right? I mean, like, it's not useless, but it just doesn't really do a whole lot compared to everything else here. So the Raider hatch key, I'm gonna say that is, you know, S tier. With all the extraction campers and, you know, how people play, having just an easy out with the hatch key is so nice. I'll use one almost whenever I can. It's a really nice tool. The noise maker. I think this is like D tier, honestly. Because there's just other tools that do what this does, but better, right? I mean, someone comes up and trips this. Obviously, they're going to know someone's there. You'll know someone's there, but like I said, right, I would rather use a trip mine or a trigger nade or, you know, jolt mine, whatever. The defib, I think this is also S tier. Having this in a battle, I mean, being able to res your teammates nearly instantly, that's an absolute game changer. So I always carry a couple of those. Door blocker. This is definitely high B. You know, pretty much only used defensively, but yeah, I'll say it's high B. Adrenaline shot is high A tier. I know this is listed as a medical item, but I view it more as utility. So the remote Raider flare, kind of a one-trick pony, pretty self-explanatory. You basically use this to trick people into thinking someone went down, and then, you know, really you're laying an ambush for them trying to third party. So it's a pretty cool tool, but I don't know, it doesn't really do a lot, right? I mean, kind of situational. So we are missing the deadline mine and jolt mine. So I don't know exactly where those are. I'm just gonna use these, right? So the jolt mine, I think the jolt mine is definitely S tier. This can be used in a variety of ways, right? It's probably one of the best tools in the game. The stun duration it leaves on other players is just really long, right? And if people are trying to play over aggressive and someone's chasing after you, I'll have a clip shown here using it, but people are pressing you a little too hard, you can throw that down and it just turns the tide of the fight. I mean, if you hit someone with the jolt mine and you're in position, it's pretty much like a free kill. So yeah, right here you can see they pushed way too hard, went straight into the jolt mine. Was almost able to down that guy, but did not get him. Unfortunately, got pushed by both of them. But my teammate came in clutch. As you can see here, he actually gets downed. And they accidentally pick him up with the defib, so we ended up winning that. Okay, where is the deadline? I don't know if they have the deadline mine on here, to be honest. But I would put the deadline mine in S tier. It does so much damage, it's ridiculous. I mean, if you're stuck in a room and someone puts that down, you're gonna get blown up and die. So it also does incredible damage to bots. So yeah, I mean, that pretty much sums it up for gadgets and tools. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll have a full Arc Raiders review coming out this week, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.